Alright, so here we go. So my strategy pretty much in free rolls is basically just to keep it very tight, and then spots like this just to call it off. Most of the time you're in a flip. Yep, flipping. And we managed to hold this one. So we get a nice early double up in this one. So falls around a couple of levels. Pick up pocket nines. So obviously I'm quite happy to go with this. Most of the people would cover everybody at the table. So we're pretty much just getting it in. And we get out flopped. And we don't hit the 6 out under. So we're back down to sort of just above starting stack. Kind of typical in these free rolls, just to get it in with any hand, and you just have to get lucky and hope your hand holds. So the blinds go up like every 2 minutes, so you've got no time to really pick up a hand. You're basically force here, kind of, unless it's like a 4-way all in, you're kind of getting it all in here. Yeah. And there it is. That's how easy it comes and goes in these free rolls. So bust all the first free roll. Okay, on to the next free roll here, and open up our standard raise with pocket sevens. And we get jammed on here on the small blind. So I just call it off in these spots, because as I say, in the free rolls they can get it in with sort of any ace, any pair. Sometimes they don't even need a hand. And we flop a save, just need to avoid an 8, and we get a double up. So this is a wee bit further on. I've kind of folded down to this point, and the blinds are quite big. I've got a decent hand in the small blind. I decided to jam here basically because the big blind's sitting out, and the guy in the cut-off could be limping in with absolutely anything. And we managed to hit our 6 out on avoided diamond, so a nice wee pot there. So we pick up a big hand, but we're quite close to the bubble in free roll terms, and obviously the blinds, we've only got 4.5 blinds here, so I actually time banked to make sure I got into the money here in case we burst in this spot. If this is a regular tournament, I don't know, you're maybe folding this hand. Yeah, if the blinds were smaller, maybe. I don't know if you can ever fold this hand with 4.5 blinds. But we get it in, and we completely whiff, despite having the diamonds. At this point, I think I'm bowled the free roll, but it turns out after a while we've actually cashed. We got our first cash, and we're challenged here. Yeah, first 12 cents. Time banked 12 cents. Go me. Okay, so we've folded a lot into this free roll. But we're lucky enough now, we've picked up aces in the small blind with about 10 bigs. So this is an obvious, we're getting it in here. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's just a matter of how many customers we get. So a lot of dead money out there, there's no other wiggle room, there's no other move other than to shove all in. Make it call with pocket queens. I don't know why he didn't shove it all in, or they shoved it all in with the queens there, but it went all in anyway. Nice, near double up, more than doubled up. I think this might actually be the very next hand, then we pick up Queen Jack suited in the button. Nice hand. So with two short stacks in the blinds, I decided to limp here in case anyone wanted to shove. I think we would call one of the shoves. Flop top here. Probably good. I raised. I thought for a second there I'd only called in this hand, but I raised. It's not a great turn card for our hand, really. I think I check back here. On reflection, I should probably have shoved it in here on the river here because he's never got a worse hand than us. But well, I just called and we picked up a nice pot. I don't think I played the hand that well when I free roll. I don't think it's not going to really matter your strategy all that often. So we got a nice run of cards here. We got pocket fives the very next hand again. There's a few short stacks. It's just min raise, so big blind's got a decent sized stack and we've got a decent stack of our own, so we don't really want to shove it in with pocket fives. And we flop a set. So I just decided to bet this. I mean, in a regular tournament, I don't think I'm betting here all that often. I mean, they can't really have much on this flop. And the a6, as you can see. And we hold there. Yeah, I bet in free rolls there just because guys like a6 are going to call you there. So a few hands later, pick up pocket eights and we're at a table where 3 people are sitting out. So I'll take a chance here and I just jam it all in over the cold call from Christina here. And we're flipping. And we bust. In hindsight, probably not a great call given Christina we've got no full equity there against Christina, so we bust that one as well. Oh, we didn't bust it, we actually got 2 cents in that one. So the next one, quite early doors, shove ace 10 over a limper. Again, there's 3 people sitting out, so really we're playing a 6 max tournament right here. So yeah, we bust this one. Got in good, dominating both pre-flop, and we come out with the worst of the 3 hands. quite early doors in this free roll, jacks under the gun, obviously raise it up. I don't see how we ever fold this hand if anyone ever shoves all in here. Not in a free roll anyway. So not a great flop, but still obviously fancy one hand. Again, a normal tournament, I don't know if I goes about this big on a board like that, but free rolls you can get away with sort of average spots, average bets. So again, it's nice to deconnectors here, blue position. Yeah, so I peel away. I'm going to flop an open ender with a backdoor flush draw. I don't think I'm ever going to go away with a bet that small in my hand and we pick up a flush draw. In hindsight, I could probably have raised or maybe jammed here and got him off whoever he's representing, but I don't think he's folding with 650 chips. I don't think you get away with bluffs and singles, and we obviously completely whiffed the river, so we have to fold. So pocket sixes. Again, with the blinds the way they are, I think we're going to open rip this. Two limps, yeah, we just rip it in. If we get called, we're open, obviously we're just flipping. People like to gamble and the freerolls, you've got nothing to lose. Don't begrudge them if they want to gamble on a free roll. And we get called with 8-7 suited. And you get it, so. Another busto. So with 3 people sitting out, I decide to limp this. Hoping to see a flop. It's not really a great start there for limping, but in free rolls you get a lot of limping, you see a lot of flops. And we flop top pair with a decent kicker. It's not the kind of hand I'm probably going to lay down if it comes to it. So obviously we try to protect our hand, stick at a bet, make it jammed on. So probably going to call this off if everyone folds. Yeah, we're just kind of unlucky he's got a better kicker. It's not very often he's going to have a better kicker there. We're going to have the better hand more often than not, I think, in the flop there, on a free roll. So another busto, not going well at this stage, 14 cents after 5 or 6 free rolls. So on to the next one, we're a wee bit into this. We've got 17 bigs-ish. Obviously going to jam here. And we're flipping. I hit a set. Can we fade the diamond? Fade this time, so we get a nice near double up there. all the dead money that was lying on the table. So we pick up ace king, 23 bigs. Everyone to our left is short. Min raise under the gun. It's just an open rip, there's no other role play here. And we called ace 8. And we hold. So, nice stack brewing. So, again, everyone at the table, this table we're at is quite short, 15 bigs. Most of them have got one stack in the small blind that's quite big, but we just open up here. Again, a regular tournament, not really doing this, and we get called with the big stack, which is not a good sign. And the big blind comes along for the ride as well. And we get it in four-handed against 5-6, 5-8 and queen 10. So yeah, that's why I like to rip in free rolls when I've got even ace 10 suited. So you get called so wide, and we managed to flop the best flop imaginable we hold. So we're actually for 48 of 3,000 here, so we're doing quite well in this free roll. Again, with this stacks everyone else at the table, this is just a jam, they've got less than 10 each. And for some guy, for some reason this guy limp folds off of 7 blinds. Yeah, just keep jamming the stack sizes. Calling 2 spots, queens and king jack. Queens hold, and we lose a wee bit of the stack there, but I think he only had 10 bigs, so we've done a wee bit of damage to our stack. But it's on the big blind here with 5-6 suited. We'll obviously defend against a min raise, and as long as no other action goes down, yeah, we'll defend. Stack depths aren't great, but they flop the stone nizzies. And Vonzo decides to fold eventually. He's must have had the ace or the king of clubs, I would hope, otherwise I don't know why he was calling on the turn. So ace 9, yeah, the blinds have went up, so you can have a look into them. We've got 6 blinds left. Lump under the gun, I think this is just a jam. I think I time backed a wee bit because we're near a pay jump. We're getting a 4 cents for going up a couple of places, I think. We get a fold. So a couple of hands later, pick up ace queen in the gun. This is obviously just jam as well. I've got 9 bigs. I think there's a chance you get called by worse aces here, and you're obviously good against pairs anyway. You're probably flipping most of the time here. I'll be having to walk into aces. And we actually chop by the end. That's quite a lucky run out for us, but we'll take it. It's quite unlucky to run in 10 blinds, ace queen into queens, but I'll certainly take a chop pot there. So the way the blinds increasing so quickly in these Freerolls, we're down to 3 bigs. I think we just folded the last orbit, down to 3 bigs, 10-4 in the big blind here. Don't really like to call off for this kind of hand, but I think I folded, but yeah. You can let me know in the comments if I should have just went with that regardless of if I obviously would have lost the hand anyway, but went through my stack, was in the middle in that hand. Very next hand we get queen 6 and decided I think to go with this just because there's so many. I folded. Again, that's another spot where I don't know if I just stuck it in, but obviously we would have lost, so we'll hang on. So it's a couple of hands later, where obviously the antes are cutting us down quite quickly here. The blinds are so big. This has to just go in. I mean, we probably should have been in a couple of hands ago with the 10-4 and the queen 6 maybe, but if I use this obviously time back and try to get any lot of pay jump you can get. And we're obviously getting called by at least the big blind, probably the small blind as well, given they've got decent sized stacks. So we've had a pretty decent flop. It's unlikely that either get a king, so we're kind of in a good spot here to perhaps triple up. 4's a pretty safe card as well. Obviously neither of them are betting, so I'm assuming they don't have a king or don't even have a jack. That's kind of a bad river, but assuming if one had an ace, they would have maybe have raised or done something pre-flop. So 8-2 takes a stab and gets called by the 6. So we do actually get a triple and we survive for a wee while. So again, it's folded into we've folded to the big blinds with queen 5 suited. The blinds have went up again. I think this time we've just got to go with it. We've got more in the middle than we do in our back, so we just kind of have to go with this hand and hope to get lucky. So we've got 2 live cards, which is good. We've hit the queen. Had to fade a lot in the river there, but we managed to fade everything somehow. We've actually got a stack now that we could actually, let's say we've got a stack, we've got 5 blinds or something, 6 blinds. The very next hands we pick up pocket 5s. This is again, we're another spot where we're obviously just going to get it in. We've got a lump under the gun, small stacks. It's jammed his last 3000 in. So this is just a shove here. Unless Coma gets involved. Nah. It's just got to be a shove. So we're actually going to chip up here even if we lose this flip. We do actually lose the flip, but we've actually chipped up because he had less than the blind in the limper, so not the worst result, but not the best. So I think we get moved table, and it's a couple hands later, we've got 4.5 blinds, ace 9. Don't think I need to say any more, it's going in the middle. We cover the two people on the right anyway, even if they do want to jam it in there. And we get a fold. That's actually quite a decent pot to take down uncontested. And very next time we get pocket eights. Again, there's no way, I don't think I ever fold this hand in any situation here, given the stack sizes and the situation. We cover almost everybody at the table. Just hoping you're flipping and hope to hold out. So we're actually up against, we walk into pocket nines, which is unfortunate, but we've actually got some split outs. And we actually get lucky with the split outs there. Any card higher than a 9 there was good for a chop. So I actually got a bit lucky there. So I think the blinds that went through us, we're down to 3 blinds again, given the fast nature of the free rolls. So Queen 2, obviously not an optimal hand, but on the button here I decide to rip. If we Queen high, there's a good chance the big blind folds, and the small blind, he's all in anyway, and we're going to chip up even if we lose, and if we get called by 8-5. I mean, he is priced in, but this deep into even a free roll, you're probably looking to fold 8-5. Queen 2 as well, probably. But we obviously get very unlucky there, but we do cash, we get 36 cents. And I think we're up to 50 cents in total, so at least we're starting to get somewhere up our challenge. So on to the next one. I think this is folded, this is quite far into it. Because the blinds are already at 115, 300, but yeah, 10 blinds, ace king suited here. Under the gun, there's not a situation in poker where we're not pushing that in. So yeah, we call by ace 4 offsuit, so I'm gonna hold. That's a pretty wide call there, but not gonna complain. So it's been down a wee bit in this tournament. Blinds went up to 400, 800. Again, we're at a table where, you know, most people are sitting out. And we get ace king, so we're getting in here. 7 blinds. Hope we can hold. Or get there. So we need to win a 3-way pot. Never easy. King 5. Spike a king. And we missed the redraws with the gut shot there on the 8. So nice treble up there for the ace king. Pretty much guarantees us a cash in this free. For the next hand we've got ace jack suited. Or ace jack offsuit rather. So a lump under the gun, he's only got 4 blinds. So I doubt he's folding, but ace jack's just too strong. And we're dominating him, so we just have to fade a king. We hit the ace, so nice wee pot there. So a couple hands later we pick up the cowboys. Again, given the stacks of the people on my left, there's only one move. I'm going to get the blinds. So we've actually got a decent stack here, we can probably... So this must have been folded around for a while. The blinds are massive now, so we've only got... We've got less than a big blind and we're lucky enough to walk into queens. So hopefully we get a treble up here and continue on. For some reason he decides to bet out the other guy with the bottom gut shot. He won't complain, treble up. So next hand we get 9-5 offsuit and the big blinds. We've only got 2 blinds behind. So another one of those spots where I don't know if it's worth just going for it and hoping to get lucky in a 5 or a 9, or to fold out and maybe get another pay jump for an extra couple of cents. But we get a lump from the small blind, so we get to see a flop. I'm at a 9 with a club, so if he's got an ace he probably would have moved in pre-flop on us, so I'm just going to jam it here. Probably got the best hand, and we've got the best draw, or decent draw. And he's just got a gut shot, and we managed to hold out. So I actually got 7.5 bigs after having 1 big 2 hands ago. A few hands later we've got the ace jack offsuit and we get a shove into the gun with a blind and a half. Got a call again. I don't think I'm ever folding in these spots. It's just they're so likely to be up against wide range hands. We do cover them both as well, so we're not going to go out even if we lose to the 2 shorter stacks here. So we're up against ace 7 and queen 10. The pocket queens is kind of relevant. I don't even know if they had a blind, so and we managed to hold against queen 10 and ace 7. They were the 2 important ones. Oh, sorry, we lose to the queen 10. Yeah, we lose to the queen 10, so struggling from that point on. Again, we're in the big blind with a crap hand and we're already in. Against 9s, we need a miracle, not getting the miracle, so we're busting this one, but another cash. 24 cents, we're up to 74 to make it now. So yeah, next one, again, must have folded up to this point. Blinds are 200, 400, pocket kings, it's kind of standard, just to jam it in. Could call by pocket twos. And managed to fade, so nice pot there. Well, a couple of hands later, ace king, 12 bigs. Decide to min raise this one, hope to get, there's two people sitting out, we're hoping just to get any action. It's just the big hand, we the way just jam it in and then everybody folds. So we got it in good against ace 7, we just need to hit the ace. So if not both them out, or we're not the 8s out, we've doubled up off the ace 7. So decent stack brown. And there's people sitting out, get less than 6 and 7 blinds. Ace 9 suited, it's just going to jam it in here. I could call by 8-5 offsuit, hit the ace. Have to just fade the heart in the river here. Job done. So we're a bit deeper into this tournament now, we've got pocket jacks in the big blind. Again, given the stack depths, we're just shoving in here and hoping to hold against overcards more likely. We walk into queens, which is a bit unfortunate. I mean, miracle or jack in the river. Sometimes you win those 20%. So a wee bit deeper, down to 5 blinds, pocket 9s in the big blind. I'm not going to be folding here to anybody, I don't think. We get in, we're getting behind again with 2 10s. And this time we did not get lucky. So we're now down to less than half a big blind. So next hand we're all in 8-5 suited. You just kind of wish you just want to have 2 live cards at this stage and hope to hit one. And we're up against kings. And we actually get super lucky. Half our blind. So we're still in this, still fighting away, but still going to be short stacked. So we've folded a couple of hands and we've basically got 2 blinds, ace 8 suited. It's just going to be an all in and cross your fingers. At this stage in a free roll you get a bit of time banking going on and people just trying to get any sort of extra percentage they can. Most of the time I just prefer just to get it in and go on with it. Obviously time banked the previous one, make a cash, but I'm hitting the flush here. So again we got it in good, dominating both of them and managed to hold, which is always helpful. Still only have 6.5 blinds at that point, but so the blinds went through us a couple of times. Obviously I've got less than 1 big pocket aces. Don't really need to do commentary in this hand. Yes, ace 9. and we hold. So we've only got 4 blinds, but 4 blinds in a super turbo, you still do a bit of damage with. And very next hand we get pocket 10, so obviously shoving it in, hope to win a flip. If we're in a flip, hopefully we get caught under pairs and we can hold against them quite easily most of the time. So we get called in 2 spots, we're flipping against ace jack, dominating the 2s. Just have to fade a 2 or ace and jack in the river and we do. Sorry, the 2s in the river's no good. Just an ace or a jack, we managed to hold. Big flip to win. And we're 5 for 69. So again, we're going to the button here with 3 blinds, king 7 suited. I think we're going to get a lot of folds from the big blind. So I think I'm going to rip in here. There's only 31 left in the tournament, so I don't think you're going to be calling late at this stage, even in a free roll. It's definitely a close spot, even for shoving. But I think it's just best to shove. Small blind's not going to find many calls either most of the time. And we get a call from 10-8 suited. And we managed to dodge quite a lot of outs there on the river. That's a massive pot at this stage in any tournament really. For the next hand we get ace king suited. Again, this is just going to be a shove. There's no limping to trap or min raising. It's just open rip. And I think with this hand you kind of want to call. Going to be ahead a lot. We do get called by jack 4, which is very wide. Very wide. Fade the spade. We fade the spade. So in no time at all we've managed to get 660,000. We're third of 3 of 28. It's going to be a decent addition to our bankroll in this challenge. So queen high, I rip it on the big blind tier almost often. I think queen high is going to be good enough, and we managed to dominate them, which is fantastic. Just have to fade the heart in the river, and we do. It's a nice pot. I think queen high there, you're always going to be good against the guy. He's only, we cover him anyway, so we're not going to go out. So I think it's worth to take the risk to win the dead money. Again, a6 here on the button. Just going to rip it under this, over this lump here. Again, we cover them, so we're not going to go eliminated in the folds. That's a strange fold. If you get 4 bigs, you limp in, and then you fold. That's strange, but. So king 7 again here, given that now we've got a massive stack, and everyone else is short. If it's not open, I'm going to jam this in here. And given that we're 2 of 20 or 3 of 19 now, we probably could have found the fold here. The ace 5 calls and the ace 5 gets there. Yeah, and in hindsight, this is probably a mistake, that hand. It was probably maybe that was a mistake, given that we're close to final two tables. But we pick up ace kings offsuit a couple of hands later. Again, no real play, it's just find the hand, jam it in, hope for the best. 8 of 15, we get called off the short stack. Not really worried if we lose to them, we're still going to chip up. I'm actually dominating them. They spike the 9, but we also spike the ace. And we win, so we win the other money. He didn't have that much anyway, so they were really just winning the blinds there. So it's a decent run in this free roll with 5 of 13. A couple of hands later, ace jack suited. Again, I don't think I fold this spot against anyone at this table, unless maybe there's a 4-way all in before he even gets to us, but we're against ace 9 offsuit. And we get really unlucky there on the river. That would have been a massive pot for us to win there. We would have had over 1 million chips. The blinds one just went through us. We're probably looking at a final table with that. That hand with a hell there. We'll get a7 the next hand, so that would have been a massive hand to win the ace jack against the ace 9. They'll just have to fade 3 outs in the river, and we walk into kings here, which is rather unfortunate. We're still in, but back-to-back hands here, we've been really unfortunate to walk into the kings and then lose the ace jack against the ace 9. So we're now the short stack, 11 of 11. Big blind gets to us, and a couple of hands later we get 10-7 suited. I think the rating's on the wall unless we get super lucky here. So we get a limp in, small blinds tanking a wee bit. Decides to call as well. We've completely whiffed. We've got backdoor hearts, but unless we flop, unless we turn a heart or a 10 or a 7, it's going to be our numbers up. Still got 2 live cards, but we miss. 11th in the free roll, GG. But it was a decent addition to our bankroll. $1.70. This is up to $2.40, I think. Yeah.